We have the Two of Pentacles being here. There's a call. There's a call on this individual's life. And it's been like weighing them down here. Because they're so used to doing things on their own. So now that they have divine assistance, now that they have a plan on what they want to do with their life, it's like this person is getting rerouted. And this person really doesn't know how to accept this relocation. They don't know how to accept this chain of events, because this person is very independent. This person does not like to ask for help. This person does not like to feel like a burden to other people. And this person is tapping into their power, into their strength. And this person is not even used to even relying on the divine for help. This person internalizes a lot of things. And the only reason why they internal a lot of things is because of just being overly hyperly independent. But the divine is coming in and saying, if you just see how we're putting things together for this person in this energy, you need to see how we're putting it together. You need to see how we need your cooperation. We are giving you the 2 to the 3 is the 5 of Pentacles. So this person needs to learn how to not take the hard route of things. This person needs to open up their heart, open up their energy to knowing that they don't always have to work extra hard to become successful or to become stable in their emotional, in their physical, in their mental here. Because their home life, their 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. This person's getting a nudge. That divine is like, this way. You no longer have to do it that way. This person has the archetype of energy where it's like, yeah, I got to get it out the mud. But it's like a whole field of flowers that they can pick, that they can smell, that is already bloomed, that is already alive. And they need to get out of this energy of always feeling like they have to get it out of the mud. Always feeling like they have to get it the hard way, the long way, the slow and steady way. Because this is not that timeline nor energy or season for them. This person may even turn away from things that just are given. Rather, this is someone just naturally just overly giving into them, overly supportive of them. And it's not even trust issues. It's not even abandonment wounds. It's not even trauma. It's simply this person has a nag and a need to be the one that I've done it through the storm, through the fire, through the dark nights, through the early mornings. It was me. And in spirituality, they have to accept that they are not alone as far as help. Miracles do happen. Things are just given. Because this person is used to people giving them things or doing things for them, all for the plot, all for the sake of like holding leverage over this person. What is the 2 of Pentacles? Yeah, we have judgment. They're being called out by the divine about this. Somebody's being called out by the divine about this. This person is a showstopper. This person is a good working person. This person is very ambitious. This person is going to move the mountain. This person is going to bend over backwards for themselves. They're going to pour into themselves. But with this judgment being here, the divine is like, come on now. Okay? Your inner calling, you stepping into this enlightenment, you stepping into this maturity, you stepping into this power, you're stepping into who you really want, who you really are, and what you really want, aside from what society expects of an individual, aside from what your bloodline could have been used to. Like, this person's taking their spiritual journey all the way serious, and there's nothing wrong with that, but it's to the point that they want to be the God in their lives, kind of, but in an innocent way. Like, I make the decision, they are not really interested in what divine timing has to say. What is the Three of Pentacles? But they're definitely blessed, but they really don't care what divine timing has to say. Yeah, we have the Hierophant here. They do not care about what the divine timing has to say. They have a spiritual calling that definitely starts from the bottom. So that could also be a reason as well why this person's like, they have a spiritual calling, an artistic calling, that the ending result with the Ten of Cups, and we saw the Ten of Pentacles, it is long standing, it is longevity, it is the abundance and the prosperity that they always wanted, and that they always deep down inside wanted to achieve. That's why they work so hard. That's why they are so independent. They're so structured and so disciplined, but they're pushing aside, even like I said, they're instead of how God want to do it, how God is working it out. I just said they want to be the God in their own lives here, and that is the hiccup with this individual. The structures, the rules, the institutions. Yeah, they're trying to be right. The Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. This is a blessed person. Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. This is opportunities that are just a given from the hand of God. That is just given from the angels. And this person's like, yeah, but I don't feel accomplished if I feel like I didn't struggle, I didn't lose sleep, or maybe I didn't eat. And then get just like this notification, get this reassurance that something came through, and it's all because of sacrifice. There we go. This person is used to doing things with a sacrifice, going without to gain this, and they're not living that life anymore. This person is really blessed and abundant. Okay, they are heavily guided and divinely guided, and even when they feel like they are making the choices and decisions, with the Judgment card being here at the Two of Pentacles, it's like that's still even divinely guided, because their spirit team trusts them. But someone is getting a little bit out of the lines of, yes, we trust you, we know that you have a good discernment, a good head on your shoulders, but it's still going to be times where you're going to have to just do what we say without question, without reasoning, and or without vision sometimes. And this person is not up for that, with the Five of Swords being here under the Ten of Cups. The Divine is like, let us in. Not even somebody, let us in. Let us fight the battles while you just enjoy your happy ending. Or even when now that you are in your happy ending, now that you are abundant, now that things are picking up for this person, it's just that energy of, they feel like if they didn't go hard, it doesn't feel worthy. Okay, and that's that is a toxic trait. Okay, says the Divine. That is like a toxic energy. Yeah, with success being here, it is a toxic energy. It is an obsessive energy behind that narrative that this person is dealing with. And it doesn't even need to be healed. With the Devil card being here, it's more so you need to be able to know, to not have an obsession or a shadow of a doubt that even if you didn't go up to battle for it, this is still yours. They're used to things coming hard. They're with the Devil card here, someone's used to things being restricted, and you got to take a couple of losses, you got to get sat down, or you got to be left out, and don't worry, your day will come. And it's like this person is like so used to that algorithm that they don't understand that the Divine is like, no, just because who you are, It's literally just because who you are. Family dynamics. This person likes to be relied on, but in the same instant, they grow in an energy of like, I gotta keep moving forward. I gotta keep going. They get out of situations very, very quickly. And they go into things very quickly as well. And they have been successful doing it. But it's like this level of commitment, this level of stature, learning from mistakes and learning, really implementing structure of like divinity is what this person is actually battling with. What's the Judgment? What's the Judgment? We have the Ace of Swords. They don't stay stuck for long. With the Sun card being here, it's like, put this person under pressure. Put this person in a state of feeling like there's no way out. They're going to see the light at the ending of the tunnel. They're going to see it. They're going to know it. They're going to feel it. They're going to breathe it here. With the Sun card being here, it's like, this is joy. This is fulfillment. Like, yes, like I said, that getting out the mud energy is like, yes, I love when I feel like, you know, I got to make that life-changing call, that life-changing event, and then they even feel accomplished with that. And it's like the divine is like, you need to change that and change your perspective. A lot of major arcanas out here. You see how it's a lot of divine support, okay, around this person. Got the Judgment, the Hierophant, the Death card. Like, that's awakening. That's awakening. That is evolving. This person is highly, highly connected to the divine. And the changes and the endings and the new beginnings that they have been witnessing in their life is strictly and solely off of the support of God, off of the support of the Holy Spirit, off of the support of their angels and ascended masters and ancestors that love them dearly here. You can still be who you are with, like, this person just, their independence means a lot to them. That's the thing. And it's like the divine know who you are. The divine knows who this person is. The divine knows how this person, God knows them, okay? But they still have power, okay? They have structure. They have leadership. That's what I'm trying to say. This person may be quitting some type of drug or cleaning up their act, or like that's that obsessed with power, obsessed with boldness, obsessed with strength, obsessed with being courageous and blowing things out of the water to accomplish, to achieve, and all for the betterment of them. This person is really enlightened. They really are. But at the expense of doing things, working harder, not smarter. Very magnetizing energy this person, these people, and this collective have. Very powerful energy. Very, like this energy is going to transform. This energy is if evolution definitely is this person's blueprint. Like, they're going to evolve. They are going to rearrange. They are going to even sacrifice. They are even going to they want to feel scared. They want to feel, like I said, they want to feel their back up against the wall. Like, they love that. They live for the thrill of, like, oh, you think it can't be done? You think I can't do it? They like that underdog energy. But it's like they're now stepping into the Three of Pentacles and the Hierophant. Like, you there to show other people, like, the easier way. And it's like, no, they're even teaching people the harder way. And if it's even a supervisor position, this is like they're using their timeline and the things they went through, even through teaching, to make changes or telling people how to end things or to begin things again. It's like, no, you did that to gain power, to gain essence, to gain truth, to gain clarity, and to realign and with who you really are meant to be. Now pave the way with love, pave the way with courage, be that angel, okay, for these people. And whatever it is, a regular job, spirituality, it does not matter, right? And stop holding on so close. Look, you're not being reckless for wanting to do the most or show up for yourself the best way that you can. Give me a final card. Stop feeling bad. Stop feeling bad that you're gonna have to walk away from that do or die, ride or die energy. And stop feeling bad that story of worry, of pain, it no longer exists for you.